mountaineers who sadly died too high up for their bodies to be recovered. I've actually written a letter to the Nepalese Council suggesting that they change the name of the death zone to the "it's not the winning, it's the taking part that counts" zone, or the "nice try" zone. Should help take the edge off the area a little. But once through the death zone, you have reached the summit. Congratulations. Have a slice of quiche. You've earned it. Now comes the hard part, the descent. All too many climbers forget that what goes up must come down, and in this case, come down 29,000 feet at inclines maximising 80 degrees. Now, there are several options for making the descent. However, I favour the best way, which is like this. Why did I fail in my attempt? Well, the main piece of advice I always give people is when climbing Everest, you've got to only have one thing on your mind. So it's very important to choose that one thing wisely. Reaching the summit is a good thing to have on your mind. Is ham fun? Is a bad thing to have on your mind. And I think that's where I went wrong. I still don't know the answer. Is ham fun? Well, it depends, doesn't it? I mean, hot ham is obviously more fun than cold ham, particularly at night. But then if the ham is too hot, well, ham burns aren't fun, are they? Perhaps to the doctor. Another thing is, people say you don't learn to be a mountaineer. You're born a mountaineer. Well, in my case, it's slightly different, you see, because I was born a cellist. I just didn't realise until afterwards when my marriage fell apart. Fell apart is a slight understatement. Putting it more accurately would be, my marriage fell apart, and then the parts fell another 30 stories, smashed through the roof of a Japanese pagoda, and landed in one of those machines that turns dead Christmas trees into mulched chippings. The youngest person ever to climb Mount Everest was a 13-year-old Nepalese girl called Temba. And I know what you're all thinking. Shouldn't she have been in school? Actually, no, it was